It's the Bad King Walker.
So, Jet, what did you want? Because Jet's been telling us this is gonna be a topic on the pod. This is gonna be a topic on the pod. What's going on with The Walking Dead, man? Let us know.
So ever since I started The Walking Dead, obviously, let you guys know, I've known about Negan, and I just been waiting to see it.
You heard that whistle?
Yeah,
I don't know.
he's done it a few times. Cause a matter of fact, oh shit. Matter of fact,
Come on.
I've already seen the episode where he goes to them to get half of their stuff early.
Yep.
More than half.
Yeah, actually, well,
Yeah.
he did. He decides what's half.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, that man is a villain.
Yep.
In every sense of the word.
Every sense.
Jesus Christ.
Do you remember that
And
conversation?
He laughs about it the whole time.
When I said he was top 15 and y'all told me I was crazy?
For
him top 15 villains of all time. It was a while back.
Okay, I mean, I'm gonna talk about that, but I don't want to.
Yeah. Let's let him
spoil
keep
anything
going.
for. Yeah, go ahead, Jet.
And so, like the thing said, I'm halfway through the series now, and so I have a really good grasp of the show.
More than halfway.
Yeah, honestly, more. And so before I ramble, I wanted to ask you guys: is this one of the greatest shows of all time, in your opinion?
Damn.
Ooh, that's a very bold statement. Greatest shows of all time. I think it was.
Ooh.
I think it was. There's a lot of stuff in there now that's not that great. It's good to me, and I still enjoy it. But coming from a critical side, it's not great compared to other stuff. Now, early Walking Dead, season 1, season 2, maybe season 3, I'm with you on that. But damn, the more you go on, the more chances you got to be boring and to fuck it up. And I don't know. I don't think I'd put it up there for me personally. I don't think I'd put it in the greatest shows of all time. I'm not sure.
All I'm gonna say is, when you think about the greatest shows or greatest anything, you always start with 5. Maybe you go 10, but you start with 5. And I'm pretty sure we can name 5 shows better. I'm not saying The Walking Dead cannot be in the conversation, because I feel like it should be for me personally. But I know objectively people are not gonna do that. But that's why I'm gonna say no, because I can think of 5 better than it. Even from shows I haven't seen, like Sopranos. I know one of y'all can vouch for that or something like that. You know what I mean? Like, there's shows that
Walking Dead's better.
I'm barely.
You think Walking Dead's better?
Have you seen Sopranos?
I have not.
I haven't. I want to start it.
Oh, okay.
I want to start it. I haven't seen it yet.
But yeah,
I've seen maybe like an episode or so. But yeah,
there's shows that you like. People are already like saying that is in that conversation, and Walking Dead never comes up. That's why I'm saying no.
Let me also say this too: The Walking Dead is a lot like MCU now. And if you're not watching the other stuff, you're not going to have a full picture of what's going on. Mm-hmm. So that might hurt its greatness, because I know maybe a lot of people aren't going to be watching it, a lot of the other stuff. So that's just
what do you mean by the other? Are you talking about Fear of the Walking Dead?
I'm talking about Fear of the Walking Dead. I'm talking about the Walking, what is it? The City, The Walking City, and now Daryl Dixon, and now we got The Ones Who Live, and then we got. Show? And you even got webisodes, which some of them don't matter, but some of them are pretty cool. And then one of them that did matter was the short. It was like 3 episodes underwater and stuff like that.
Underwater?
It's how it started. Yeah, it was a submarine. And they actually do a callback to that in Fear. So
submersible?
Yeah, that actually, submarine plays a big role in Fear the Walking Dead, actually. And you would have never guessed it, because you would have thought it was just a little side story. But hell no. But yeah,
crazy,
so I don't know. Continue.
So, interconnected with the other shows like that.
It's a whole universe now. Walking Dead is a whole universe.
They had to make it interesting.
You say that too, but some of this stuff is not that interesting. But you need to watch it to get a better understanding and picture of stuff. Yeah, so yeah.
But then if it's not interesting and they make so many different series to watch, it's just gonna
I guess that's not true, because they're still going. So
people love it. That's a fact.
Yeah, for sure.
It wasn't bad. It just it got to a point where it was like, fuck, they're still just fighting zombies.
It's
Like,
the
what fuck
Family
else could
Guy.
they do? It's the Family Guy.
Yeah, they gonna keep going.
I mean,
But like
I'm
Family Guy
barely
stayed
like
Family Guy. You said there was 5 different spin-offs on this bitch.
Cleveland show. Okay, that's about it.
And that's it. And that shit was trash.
I'm barely
It was pretty funny. I'm
like catching up too because I saw all of it up until season. What season are we on? Season 7?
Yes.
God
So up until
damn.
season 7. So I'm barely like when the whole Negan arc dropped, that's when I stopped watching it. And which is like what, like 2017, 2018, 2019 maybe.
Something like
So I'm barely
Yeah.
like watching it like again, like
Think
picking
17.
back up where I left off. It's pretty good. I don't care for the Ezekiel plot though.
I didn't even.
Kind of
I said that
boring.
too. I said
Oh,
that too.
shit.
But I know that
Sucks.
something interesting is gonna happen with him. But I just right now I don't really care for it.
Like it's a gut feeling or something does happen.
I kind of remember something happening,
Oh,
but I don't remember
I
too
don't know.
much. But I
That
feel
shit
like
lost my
something does
interest.
happen. I don't know. It's good. There's a lot of episodes that felt like they were filler. In was it season 5 that I kept saying like this is all filler shit. Was it season 5?
I mean, it's just them splitting up and going on their own journeys and then reconnecting.
Yeah, like when they're in Alexandria, like that whole season is really good. But the season before that, I'm like, man.
Damn, real quick, because
Nah.
before Jet goes, you're not gonna like the end of season 10. Like the last 3-4 episodes of season 10 is nothing but filler, like side quests for each and individual character. It's kind of crazy. It's kind of crazy. But go ahead, Jet. Go ahead.
And so I asked that question, and basically in my mind, it has a lot of the things that check the boxes to be considered one of the greatest. And you look at something like Game of Thrones, like just because the ending was bad, you wouldn't take it out of that conversation.
I would.
I know people
Ooh.
still have
Okay,
it
but
in
that's
there.
wrong.
People still have it in there.
No, I would, because how can you finish off such a strong show like that? That just disqualifies it for me personally. Like you gotta finish strong. The ending of a show is so important.
I
It is
agree.
extremely important
I
because
agree.
it's how you wrap up the show. It's how
Mhm.
you, as a person watching the show, get your closure.
Okay, but that show still dominated television
That's
for
fine.
a
That-
decade
Yes,
plus.
that's fine.
It's because
But
little
the ending,
fanboys.
the ending,
It's not. It's a fact. It did.
that's fine. That's fine. And but the ending takes a lot of that away.
I've never seen
I
that
Like
mean-
shit,
it
but I
might have
agree.
dominated, but it didn't finish off strong. And so it's not the greatest show of all time. And I feel like maybe like if it didn't end like that, yeah, we could talk and put it in that category. But just because of the ending, I'm like, no, shitty ending, horrible. No,
I mean, for
So-
one, I didn't say it was the greatest.
no. But I'm saying you're trying to
It's
put
in
it
the
in that category.
conversation.
It
so-
is 100% in that category.
No, it's not.
There's no.
If you don't think that the ending matters, is that's so crazy. How can the ending of a show not matter to you?
It does.
No, it apparently not, because you want to put it in top 5.
It's not my number one.
10.
My number one is great
It
from
shouldn't-
beginning
it
to end.
shouldn't- It shouldn't be top.
Wh-
You know how many
which
shows there
is-
are?
Yeah. So.
Yeah, it should not be in top 5.
Damn.
Does nobody
But
else want to
ju-
say something about that, bro? Like,
ju-
y'all feel the
I've
same
never
way?
seen it, but I do agree kind of with
Yeah, I
what
never
she's
finished
saying,
it, so
though.
I can't speak on it. But I know people have it in their top 5, so that's all I go off of.
Like, didn't they talk shit about the Attack on Titan one where he had to go
Yep.
and readjust shit? It's like, it could be done better. Shit
And
could be
people
done
still put Attack on Titan in their top 5.
But Attack on Titan has a beautiful
That's
ending.
top 3.
To
It
you.
wraps up so good. Like you get closure for everything. The story matches with the manga.
Everything
Like
that. Oh, fuck the manga.
yeah,
I think
it's-
you could have the conversation of Game of Thrones being in the top 5, but at the end of the day, I don't think it will be in the top 5.
yeah.
but
Looking back
it
at
deserves to be in the
exactly.
conversation though.
I guess.
So honorable
I'm good
mention,
with that.
HM, Hybrid McGee.
That was a crazy one. He just kept going.
But getting back to what I was saying, so it's crazy, like, because I remember that scene where the saviors have all of them on their knees, and he kills the people. When that scene happened, like that shit was everywhere, and I wasn't even watching the show, and I knew about that scene, and I knew who died. So watching it for the first time, the greatness of that scene just like shined through because it still got me. And it's like there's no other way to say this without spoiling it. So
We're not watching that shit.
spoiler alert. And yeah, John, I know you don't watch it anymore, so there's that.
Mhm.
But when Negan kills the redhead, what's his name?
Abraham.
When he kills Abraham, that shit threw me off so bad. Cause I was like, I was 99% sure that shit was Glenn. What the fuck?
Oh shit.
But Negan was like, wait, hold on, there's more. And it still was fucking Glenn.
That's
Like
actually
the
how he said it
greatness of
too.
that scene was crazy. So there's that. And obviously you could pick whatever season you want, but it has like, a great season. So I don't know. Like I have my problems with The Walking Dead, and I brought one up to you guys earlier about nobody getting shot in the thing. It's it's whatever. But there was a scene that I showed Andrea that I was like, this is the epitome of why this show is like there's a discussion for it not being the greatest. There's literally a scene where like a group of 5 kill a bunch of zombies and then everything's cool. And then all of a sudden a random one just pops up behind somebody and bites them. I'm like, bro, what the fuck is that?
I don't know
Like
where.
there's just shit that happens in that show where I'm just like, there's like nobody saw that shit. Nobody heard that zombie. Y'all hear zombies coming from fucking 10 trees away, but y'all didn't see that. It's just, I don't
He was
know.
crouched.
So yeah, I just wanted to share that.
The show must
J
go
Mac,
on.
obviously you're watching it too, so you can give your thoughts. But yeah,
Before you go, J Mac, I just wanted to say, how do you feel about in that same Negan episode with Rick and Carl? That scene.
where he was gonna cut his arm off.
Yes.
Yeah, that was crazy.
You'll hurt him.
I did not think Negan was gonna be like, no, I'm just fucking with you. Like I really thought he was gonna do it. So it's just like Negan is just always playing fucking mind games.
Always.
And then another crazy thing is they go into Alexandria and they take all their fucking mattresses and they don't even want them bitches. They just burn them on the side of the
What the
road. It's just like he
fuck?
does shit and I'm just like, bro.
Yes, man. Negan,
So yeah.
Jeffrey Dean Morgan, and I don't know if you're not done with it, but maybe you could see why I had picked him for the last topic
Worst
on the podcast
villain.
where he came in and saved the show because he really or improved the show. He really came in and added something crazy or dynamic to the show and just made it fun again to watch. And that is, I think, for me, one of the better seasons of The Walking Dead because of Jeffrey Dean. But yeah, like I have a new favorite character. And he was one of my favorite characters already, but it wasn't enough to push Rick out that spot for me. But I had asked Cody a while ago, hey man, do we ever get a backstory to this man Negan? Like I want to see where he came from. I want to see what's his story. He's like, yeah, we get one. I was like, all right, cool. And I completely forgot about it until it finally came up seasons later in one of the episodes. And it's actually at the end of season 10. It's one of those filler episodes that I'm telling you guys about, I think. And yeah, so Negan is my new favorite character because of his backstory and the character development that this guy is given. Yeah,
like you don't.
I already liked him,
but yeah,
yeah. I already liked
around.
him and what Jeffrey Dean brought to the character of Negan, and Negan's like the way he talks. Like, well, damn, Rick, you gotta be fucking like, shit. That shit is fucking awesome, bro. Like, it's just funny and it's crazy and it's exciting. So seeing his backstory and seeing his character develop from what he was to what he is, past, present, future, shit like that. Like, yeah, Negan has now got that #1 spot for me. Hey, but I don't know. We got Rick coming out with his new show, so maybe some shit will go crazy there. But as of right now, Negan's my new #1. That shit was amazing.
Crazy.
Yeah, I'm almost done. I am almost done with The Walking Dead. Chronologically, it's been a crazy ride. It's been a fun ride. Is The Walking Dead over, Cody? Or are they just the season's done?
I don't know. I don't know if that was like the ending of Walking Dead, because obviously we know the ones who live, but is that the next season of The Walking Dead, or is that just I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. It says, does it say The Walking Dead, the ones who live? I think it does, right? I think it does. But as for the actual Walking Dead, I don't know. When's the? I don't know what year. I don't know if you want to look it up. The year that last season 11 came out in. I don't know if it's done or not, because obviously after the season 11, you still got Daryl, you got another spinoff, and then you have The Ones Who Live that's coming out. So I'm not sure where that's at. But
2022 is when it ended. 2021,
2022.
August 22nd, 2021 is when it premiered.
You know who I like?
Oh shit.
Rosita.
Who? Rosita. Yeah, Rosita's a badass. She's sexy. She's a badass, and she gets some crazy character development in later on.
Because I feel like we haven't really seen her character development ever.
She gets not much, not a lot, like compared to the main characters, but she does get some character development. So that'd be pretty cool.
She just lost her man that broke up with her like right before that. And he left her.
Never mind. I can't say. Yeah,
that scene, like that whole episode of them just trying to get to the hilltop, and every path they go down, there's more saviors just blocking that shit. Like I was getting mad anxiety. Like that shit was hurting my soul, because I was like, there's no way out. And it would get worse every single time. Like we're running out of paths. Like they're just everywhere. And then it got to a point where they go down one path and they're like standing on top of cars in the shadow, so you can't really see their faces. And I was just like, man, this is probably it.
Yeah, because what they never realize is it wasn't that little group of saviors at that base. No.
Yeah, they thought that was it. They thought that was it.
Yeah, they have a lot more. Shit ton of people.
Hey, hopefully you guys can finish it too. I hope you guys have plans to just go all the way through, because I would like to hear a topic of greatest. What I don't want to say villains, like maybe group of people that The Walking Dead has faced, because there's some few people after the saviors too that come up. Maybe we can have that conversation on a future episode or something. So that'll be interesting. But yeah, any final thoughts on that topic, guys? Any other things you guys want to talk about?
I just want to say I never thought I would start watching The Walking Dead ever again.
We never thought Jet would start watching The Walking Dead.
Well, yeah, I'm telling you, I used to watch this before, like long time ago, before I met him, and then I just dropped it, and I never thought I would pick it back up again because he never watched it, and then he started watching it, and I'm like, I would not watch it. I'm not gonna watch it, but now I'm watching it, and now I'm into it again.
No, yeah, you guys are in for a great. What is that? Season 7, season 7, 8, 9. Like I said, 9. I think I said this on the last part too. That's probably up there for one of the greatest seasons of all time for me. That was amazing, an amazing season. So
my final thought, real quick. I had like a crazy, like, I don't know what to call that feeling, but there was a time when Rick's talking to Michonne, and he's telling her about Shane, and I was like, damn. I haven't thought about Shane in fucking forever. Like, it's just crazy to think about that first group of people and just who's in there now. And then I'm sure there's going to be even different people towards it. Like, it's just like, I haven't thought about anybody in that first group that's not there since. Like, it's crazy.
It's insane.
It's crazy.
Only Rick and his son, what's his name?
Carl.
That's it.
No, Carol.
Daryl.
Carol.
Daryl, Carol.
Oh, geez, man.
That's
crazy.
That's it. So yeah, it's pretty crazy. But I mean, you guys are in for a ride, like I said. So it's gonna be a fun few seasons for a little bit. But let us know your thoughts below on The Walking Dead. Are you guys excited for The Walking Dead 2? Well, not The Walking Dead, but for The Ones Who Live. I think me and Cody for sure. Hopefully, Jet. Do you plan to be on that with us, Jet? Are you going to be on that review with us? I don't know if it's coming out.
I'm trying.
Okay, so hopefully Jet will be on there with us, but for sure we're going to be having me and Cody on there so that we can get the Ones Who Live reviewed. and see how that one turns out. So let us know if you guys are excited for that one coming up. Moving on to